Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I want to try something a little bit different than the normal cards that I've been making. I made a few flip book similar but with cards. So what I want to do today, and I said, oh, that would be a cool idea, is what I want to do is I want to make this whole thing a card. So I'm going to probably connect 2 or 3 of these together, and I want to make a card with that. I'm going to be using the girly washi that goes along with the pink passport from Hobby Lobby, and I'm just trying to pick a good washi tape to use with that one. I think I'm going to use these glasses. No, I'm going to use some bows. The bow one. Alright. I hope you all are having a great day. I'm just trying to put these back in there. How do you store, when you get washi in tubes, do you keep your tubes or do you throw the tubes out and put it in your a big washi type of situation? I have mine in a tub, and then I keep the ones that are in tubes. I keep those in tubes, but I mix them up. So not all of the washi from one location or brand is with that washi. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some red line tape to connect them. Actually, I'm not going to use red line tape. I'm just going to use tear tape. If I can find some wide enough tear tape. If not, I will be using red line tape. And I guess it's red line tape today. And I'm only going to put it on one side, not both sides, because all I need to do is have it stick on one side, and then I'll put the washi on the other side. Now what I want to try to do today, yeah, you're probably thinking it, apply something down straight and even. Yep, I want to try and apply something down straight and even. Let's see. These scissors are from Hobby Lobby, and they're supposed to be non-stick scissors, and I really think I got them from the paper crafting portion of Hobby Lobby. But the more I think about it, the more I think I got in the fabric section, but maybe it wasn't the fabric section. I don't remember. I have such a great memory on some things and then horrible memory on others. Alright. So the reason why I want to make this is because that pink passport paper pad has larger images, larger cut aparts, and I just want to try to use those and see where I can go with that. And let's go ahead and apply this now. I'm not sure how many parts this video is going to be, and I haven't decided if I'm going to pause and come back yet after we do things. You probably could pause and come back. This tape is fairly adhesive, and we're going to just apply it directly over, hopefully covering up the red line tape as best as possible. Missed it just a little bit right there. That's okay. Alright. I'm going to varnish this down. And apply it right here. Okay. And now I'm just going to varnish it from this side as well. I know sometimes we can over varnish things, which isn't always good either, but I don't want to over varnish it. And we're just going to make this a 3-part flip card, I guess. it shouldn't matter about your folds because we're not going to really use those right now. Not on this project, at least. So you see me do one. I'll come back when it's time to finish the project up. Okay, so here is how it looks. It's going to be a 6-page cover up, but nothing too out of the ordinary for, I guess you can consider this the flip book series that I've been working on lately with different aspects. I'm just going to put this tape down on this side. And I'm not really too concerned about the tape and the placement when it comes to it, but I just wanted to have this tape on there because if I make a mess of the tape, I try to cover it up. I'm just going to varnish it down. Make sure that adhesive sticks fairly well. Then when I apply this portion, I will roll it, flip it over, and varnish on that side. And just so I can keep these bows nice and even, I'm going to try to put this down as straight as possible, but I failed at it, but that's okay. No worries, no worries. For those people that receive things from me, you know the drill already. Just gonna fold this over, varnish this down as well. Because, you know, the tape sometimes rides up right there, and I don't want it to do that. But it will do whatever it is that it's going to do. And I want these folds to be fairly folded and creased because it needs to be. It really does need to be like that. Alright, so we're going to use the pink passport paper that a lot of people went crazy over, and I have some cut aparts already, some things already cut out, and now I just want to try real hard to cover this up. I do have some random pieces from another paper pad that I think I want to use in this one as well. It's only a few pieces, like this glitter, these lips, this lipstick one, this shiny stuff right here, this love, this right here, and this glitter. Now, of course, I can't put all that on there. I only have 6 panels to cover, but if I can use them, I will. And the reason what's really motivating this whole entire project, besides my brain saying you need to craft something because you have to craft something, is these panels right here. See, and she's still too big, so I'm gonna have to cut her off some or fold her over. But I have this sassy lady here, this chick right here, and then I have the Eiffel Tower. So I'm going to use those as my focal points on some of the pages, so I want to make sure that I don't heavily decorate the images. So I do think that these would probably look good on there. So let's go ahead and cut those out, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I just wanted to show you something funny. I guess they ran out of glitter, because you see it's all glitter, 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 then nothing. But we have our pieces. This is the only one I screwed up. I cut backwards. Cut it length versus height. I'm going to do those eyes, this Vespa, this flower. I like this. This reminds me of that those cards that were at Michael's, the Timry. I think that's how you pronounce the creator's name, Timry. I'm going to use this one and this. So these 3 pages are not from the Pink Passport, but these are. But I think they coordinate very well together. And so now what we need to do is figure out the beginning to this thing. Are we going to flip it up and down like this? Or are we going to flip it like that? I think this makes more sense. So it'll flip up like that. So I think this will be the front, the beginning. And I'm just going to varnish this down a little bit more. And I did not cut these to cover up all of the craft paper, which I rarely try to cover up all the craft paper. So I think the first one that we will see or use in this will be this right here. Alright, so went a little bit crazy, huh? But that's okay. And I do have some stickiness going on right here. And I'm going to put that on. Right here. I can't go by this tape because the tape is crooked on there. It's a line crooked. So I have to kind of trust my own visual alignment on this paper, and I screwed up still. If it wasn't hanging off the side, it would have been fine, but it is hanging off the side. So let's try this once more and try not to get frustrated. It is just paper that you've already cut and measured, so just be careful with that. So that is the front. I'm just going to varnish it down, hopefully really well. And now, since we've made this the front, I have to do a few little adjustments, okay? And the reason why is because I essentially have 4 patterns, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 patterns, and then 2 kind of backgroundish. And I don't want to do pattern, 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 pattern. So we're going to go this purple one, and then we're going to go perfume lips, pink eyes, Vespa. Okay? So then on the next one, what we're going to do is put this perfume down right here. I don't think, well, I'm not using them, but these bow ties don't really go well in that pattern. But I'm assuming that it doesn't go well because I didn't pull out the girls, and I guess they have bows on their clothes, so that it'll work out fine. Alright. This paper is very thin. The Pink Passport paper is super thin. Y'all hear those cats fighting? That is not Nicholas. He's an indoor cat. It's a cat out, a stray cat, I guess he's straight. He's always out there. He's white with a stubby tail, like a bobtail, and I call him Stubby. I mean, I don't call him over here, but that's the nickname that I've named him. So when I see him, I'm like, hey, Stubby. And he kind of looks at me like, why are you calling me Stubby? But he has a stubby tail, so that's why I call him Stubby. Now, another thing that we need to be cognitive of, I guess, is if I'm doing this one up, then this should probably be the next one. Right? I don't want the, I don't want any of them to be backwards. The struggle is real with this applying straight down or on. Maybe that's why some people just apply it and cut the edges, make it their own straightness, but I don't mind it being crooked. As long as the recipient likes it and they know I made it from the heart, then that's all that matters. So you see how this is this way, but when we flip it up, it will be backwards, and then we're going to go into this one like that. I'm going to put these sideways lips on here. Have you started making Valentine's Day items already? You'll probably see this video in the new year, even though it's December now. But I have a few Christmas card videos I want to get out, even though I made those later than the other ones. I really didn't do a lot of Christmas projects this 2017. Probably because I was moving and some health related things were going on in the family. So I didn't get a chance to do as much as, you never get a chance to do as much as you plan. I guess unless you are paid to do certain things, then you have to do it. You're under contract and you have responsibilities to make sure you keep your money flowing. I'm not in that predicament right now. See right here, I'm going to fix that one in this side. I don't like when my edges pop up like that. So I'm going to use some tear tape, a small strip of tear tape. Apply it right on the edge. Just pull that down. If I can. Okay, so they're both down. And keeping in, so this is the first page one, then you flip it up, then you flip it here. Now this one. Okay, and the next one is the pattern. So essentially it's going to look like this on this one. Perfume, lips, pattern, and on the other side, we'll figure that out in a minute. Guess this is a good way to use up some of your 12 by 12 sheets if you run out of ideas. I actually enjoy having my scraps because I can always dig in and use them for other things. I do have an idea that I want to try to use a lot of my scraps with, so we'll see how that works out. We will see how that works out. I think I just probably will get out some I can't even think of the word. Die cuts, some dies, some metal dies, and some paper punches, and just cut it up like that. because my next goal, even though I know some of you are well versed in this, is making ephemera. I really want to learn how to make ephemera. So this is how we're looking so far. We have this page, you flip up, then you go down to the next page, and then you flip down. So then you flip up right here, varnishing this again. And so we're going to put these eyes right here, these lashes right there. Oh my goodness. What's for dinner? Do you have a problem with preparing meals like I do? I always struggle with coming up with a meal. I'm not even sure why. Because I'm not very finicky. I'm not a very picky eater. I just don't eat beef or pork, right? But I want to make sure that this is all the way crooked, just so you know. It's super crooked, but we'll try to fix that. My little roommate, I don't know. Like, I can feed him green beans and carrots today, and he'll eat the entire plate of green beans and carrots. In 3 or 4 days, I can give him the same green beans and carrots, and he will not eat them. I don't know. Okay, so now we're going to do these scooters, mopeds, Vespas, whatever we want to call them. I call them Vespas. They're going to go right there. Look at these flowers. That is one thing that has been recurring in all of those papers, the same flowers. I had went to Tuesday morning because people have been showing all the wonderful things that they have found at their local Tuesday morning. And when I show up, they're like, "That's the craft lady." I'm like, "Y'all getting crafts?" No, we got like 20 pieces, and it's a book, some planners, or just some junk, basically, that I don't like, that I don't need. Alrighty, so here we are with this last piece. It's looking good. We have it covered. The hard part is over. So now let's just look at it. Alright. So this is the front. Then you flip up. Then you go here. Then you go here. Then you flip up. And here you have this. So even though this is supposed to be the back, it's really like page 2. So now we're going to go ahead and let me get out some embellishments and some things to go ahead and fix this up. Okay, so I already told you I want to use that. I'm going to be using random stuff. I'll try to remember to pull it out. I'm using this Dear Lizzy Thickers, and I'm going to use Beautiful Day. And even though this is not silver, it's like, it just basically looks like clear over the purple. So hopefully these colors do not clash. I think I'm going to have to reinforce this little banner because it was loose in the packaging. So I am going to get out the red line tape, and I'm going to have to cut it in, I have to cut it down the center basically to apply it how I need it to be applied. So let's do that. See, that's the problem when you cut off your fingernails, because you would complain that you couldn't use your fingernails, and then you cut them off and now you need them. All right. So, beautiful day. Put this lady right here. And I guess I'll fussy cut her out a little bit. I don't think you really need to see me fussy cut, but... So that's how she's going to look on here. Just going to stick her down right there. And I do believe I'm going to use some red line tape on this as well, just because of that shimmer shine stuff that's going on with this paper. I'm going to use a few strips. This red line tape, I'm not sure how much it normally costs, but I think $1.99 from Joann Fabric is a reasonable price, because it definitely sticks, that's for sure. I don't know where it was manufactured at, so I can't say. All right. Hobby Lobby definitely knew what they were doing when they brought out these ladies, because a lot of people have been doing so many wonderful, cool, fabulous things with them. I was inspired to create something. I saw someone on Instagram, they made a pocket letter using the lady, and I was like, that's really cool. And I was inspired to create something, not a pocket letter, but something using this paper pad myself. And it's fairly inexpensive. It's $15, but of course you got to get it when Hobby Lobby has their Paper Studio brand on sale. So this is the front. Yay, got the front done. It's gonna be interesting to see how. I guess you can stand it up like that, and none of the things are upside down if you did that like this. But this is the next thing, and what I think I want to do is probably leave this one alone, but I don't like leaving all of the pages alone. I know I did that in another project when I used this, but I feel like I need to do something to it. So let me think on something. Looks like I'm gonna have to rely on LA Colors Sparkling Diamond. So we're gonna go ahead and finger polish up these perfume bottles and call it a day. When in doubt, add shimmer and shine, I guess. You know, I had said I wasn't going to buy any more of this before I left Mississippi. I went to the store to buy some more and they didn't have any. What does that mean? Like, really? Because this is almost bone dry of the glitter portion. Can you believe that? So I was doing a pocket letter swap. Well, I did a pocket letter swap. And I'm quite sure the person that sent me the pocket letter I'm going to get that pocket letter any day now. She probably won't get hers until like 2019. I mailed it off, but right now everything for me seems to be a big production when it comes to taking care of myself, because I need to prepare some paperwork. At work yesterday, one of the ladies is already on vacation for Christmas, right? Even though you're going to see this probably in 2018, this video was filmed in 2017. So one of the ladies is on vacation for the Christmas holiday. So, you know, yesterday was Friday before our Christmas holiday. And another lady, so I have 2 ladies and 2 men at work for me. I guess you could say with, for, whatever. And she gets sick right when it comes time to do her portion of her job. She gets sick. She's laying her head down on the desk. She's just theatrically putting on a great production. Not Grammy Award winning production, but a production nonetheless. So I tell her, I say, you know, if you're sick, no one wants to get your cooties. Go ahead and put in your time to go home. Now, mind you, we just did time cards Wednesday. So her time is jacked up now. So I'm going to get spoken to by the timekeeper because her time card is jacked up. Anywho, I'll deal with that when that time comes. So I tell her this is like 9 o'clock when she all of a sudden is sick and going to the restroom and releasing all of her inner spirits, right? My supervisor comes over and we're working on paperwork. I'm showing him how to do the paperwork that I do. And she puts on another production for him. And I tell him, I said, I already told her to put in her time and go home. So he goes out of my office to the front desk. And he was like, why don't you go ahead and put in your time so you can go home? Well, no, I got to do all this other stuff is what she tells him, right? 5 minutes later, she comes back and she's like, no, he's like, are you okay? Do you need somebody to take you home? Are you sick? Blah, blah, blah. And she was like, no, I think I could beat the traffic, beat whatever. I'm not even sure.